Breaking news, Arsenal has offered £42.5 million plus Jakub Kiwior to sign an unbelievable Europa League winner. Meanwhile, Fabrizio Romano has revealed what sources are saying about Aaron Ramsdale after the club rejected offers for him. Additionally, Piers Morgan was shocked by what recently happened with Arsenal star Bukayo Saka. Stay with me until the end of the video to check out the latest Arsenal news straight from the Emirates Stadium. But before that, if you're as passionate about Arsenal as we are, don't waste any time and subscribe to our channel right now to stay updated on everything happening with the greatest team in the Premier League. And without further ado, let's dive into today's top news. As the summer transfer window enters its final week, Arsenal have only made 2 signings so far. The Gunners secured David Raya on a permanent deal early in July and later brought in Riccardo Calafiori on a long-term contract from Bologna. Now, Arsenal are actively pursuing Mikel Merino, but it seems that Mikel Arteta has his eye on more than just the Spanish midfielder. According to Alfredo Pedulla, Arsenal are now targeting a forward from Serie A as their next signing. Arsenal proposed interesting offer to sign Ademola Lookman. Ademola Lookman has surprisingly popped up as a target for Arsenal in the closing days of this summer's transfer window. With the Gunners clearly in need of some attacking reinforcements, a new forward, whether a pure striker or someone versatile enough to play across the front line, could provide the extra push they need to challenge Manchester City for the Premier League title. While Arsenal have been linked with several players over the past few months, the buzz around Lookman seems to be picking up momentum as the deadline approaches. Pedulla has reported that Ademola Lookman missed training at Atalanta, fueling speculation that he might be on the move. Arsenal have been linked with the winger, with Edu Gaspar reportedly making an offer of €50 million, £42.5 million, plus bonuses. There's also talk of including defender Jakub Kiwior in the deal, which could appeal to Atalanta's boss Gian Piero Gasperini, who is a known admirer of Kiwior. However, Atalanta's current valuation of Lookman is between €65 million and €70 million, £55 and £60, so negotiations might still be ongoing. To complicate matters, Arsenal aren't the only club in the race, as Liverpool are also interested in signing Lookman. Lookman's stats in 2023-24 explains why Arsenal want to sign him. Lookman had a fantastic 2023-24 season with Atalanta, where he really shined. Described by Scott Parker as having unbelievable quality, the winger made 45 appearances across all competitions, scoring 17 goals and providing 10 assists. One of his standout moments was scoring a hat-trick in the Europa League final, which helped Atalanta clinch the title. With numbers like that, it's no wonder he's catching the eye of clubs in England and beyond. Arsenal could certainly use a versatile forward like Lookman, who can play across the front line and even slot in as a number 10. He would offer Mikel Arteta plenty of tactical flexibility. However, it's tough to imagine Arsenal splashing out more than £50 million for him this summer, especially given their other priorities in the transfer market. Piers Morgan reacts after Bukayo Saka misses out on PFA Team of the Year. The journalist often makes headlines for some of his outrageous remarks, but at times, he does make some good points too. Morgan has now had his say on Arsenal star Bukayo Saka, and we're sure every Gooner will agree with his assessment. Arsenal and Manchester City were the top contenders in the Premier League during the 2023-24 season, battling it out fiercely for the title until the very last day. In the end, it was Pep Guardiola's City that clinched the trophy, leaving Arsenal heartbroken but proud of their performance. As the new season kicks off, both clubs are once again strong title contenders. They both made impressive starts, securing 2-0 wins on the opening day of the campaign. When the PFA Team of the Year was announced, Arsenal fans were surprised to see that Bukayo Saka, one of their standout stars, was left out. Instead, players like Chelsea's Cole Palmer, Aston Villa's Ollie Watkins, and Manchester City's Phil Foden were included, which left Morgan and many others in shock. He took to social media to question how Saka, who is one of the best players in the world, has not made the Team of the Year. He tweeted, "Great to see 5 Arsenal players in this X1, but how the hell has Bukayo Saka not made the cut? He's one of the best players in the world now, not just the Premier League." Another Arsenal player was unfairly snubbed. It's totally fair to argue that Bukayo Saka had a standout season and deserved a spot in the PFA Team of the Year. However, it's also true that Phil Foden, Ollie Watkins, and Cole Palmer all had impressive campaigns, so their inclusion makes sense as well. That said, the real point of contention for many, including Morgan, is the selection of Kyle Walker over Ben White. White was arguably the top right back in the Premier League last season, and his exclusion in favor of Walker seems quite unjust to many Arsenal fans. It's no surprise that fans are upset about Walker's inclusion instead of White's, as it feels like a real oversight given how exceptional White was last season. Fabrizio Romano shares what sources are saying about Aaron Ramsdale after Arsenal reject bids. Aaron Ramsdale's future at Arsenal has been uncertain ever since the 2023-24 season ended. Although Ramsdale began that season as Arsenal's first-choice goalkeeper, he lost his spot after just 3 games when David Raya took over and solidified his position as Mikel Arteta's preferred option. With Arsenal making Raya's loan move permanent, it seems increasingly unlikely that Ramsdale will reclaim his place in the starting lineup. This situation has naturally led to speculation about Ramsdale's future at the club, with many believing that he could be on his way out. According to Fabrizio Romano, there's been plenty of talk within the football community about where Ramsdale might end up next. His departure seems more plausible as Arsenal looks to reshape their squad for the upcoming challenges. Arsenal were open to selling Aaron Ramsdale as soon as the transfer window began, anticipating that David Raya would be signed permanently and maintain his spot as the club's #1 goalkeeper. Despite Ramsdale having many admirers across the Premier League, one significant hurdle has consistently stood in the way of a transfer: his price tag. Arsenal have been demanding £50 million for Ramsdale, a figure that has been considered too steep by all the clubs interested in securing his services. This high valuation has made it challenging for any potential deal to materialize, leaving Ramsdale's future in limbo as the transfer window draws to a close. Fabrizio Romano has reported that Arsenal are keen on moving Aaron Ramsdale permanently during this transfer window, rejecting all loan offers that have come their way. According to Romano, the prevailing sentiment within the industry is that Ramsdale will leave Arsenal before the window shuts. Bournemouth, who have backed out of signing Georgi Mamardashvili due to the Liverpool-Valencia deal, are still in the market for a new goalkeeper, with Ramsdale being a top option. Wolves are also monitoring Ramsdale's situation closely, but Arsenal remains firm on their stance. They are only interested in a permanent transfer or a loan deal that includes an obligation to buy. With the transfer window nearing its close, it remains to be seen if Arsenal can find a solution that meets their requirements. But the expectation is that Ramsdale's time at the club may be coming to an end. Arsenal have already found Ramsdale's replacement. Arsenal find themselves in a delicate situation regarding their goalkeeping options as the summer transfer window nears its end. With Karl Hein already loaned out and recent signings Tommy Setford and Lucas Nygaard not yet ready for first-team action, the club's options are limited to David Raya and Aaron Ramsdale. However, with Ramsdale's future uncertain, Arsenal have been proactive in seeking a potential replacement. Fabrizio Romano has reported that Arsenal have agreed on personal terms with Joan Garcia of Espanyol. Should Ramsdale leave, Garcia is expected to be the primary target to step in as the backup goalkeeper. As the window draws to a close, all eyes will be on Arsenal's next moves, particularly regarding Ramsdale's future. With just over a week left, the club will need to make quick decisions to secure their squad for the upcoming season. Well folks, those were the main news for today. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated on everything happening with our beloved team, you know what to do. Subscribe to the channel now and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any updates. Thanks for joining us, and until the next video.